Hello and welcome to the Community Blades podcast roundup. Today we have me, Alex, your host, my partner in crime,
I am your host, Jimmy. Hello.
and a special guest, should I say, from Overwatch.
Tabari.
Right. So how are we all?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Me too.
Oh, that's nice.
That's good to hear. Right.
Like no one asked you to say happy thanks.
Right.
So,
Welcome to the podcast. So there's gonna be questions that I'm gonna ask both of you. We've got a wheel that you are gonna spin at the end of this.
Yep.
But we've got a quiz game as well. I have no idea what he's gonna ask, but it's gonna be me versus Jim. For the winner, you should get a sense of rubbing it in to the other person.
Sounds good to me.
so basically, haven't you played an Overwatch game recently?
Yeah, believe it or not, it's actually currently my favourite game, honestly. You know, besides all the weirdos on the game, you know, it's pretty good, honestly.
I think you were like the MVP for your match.
Yeah, so even though I am a support player, I'm still able to help the team overall. I'm still able to get the kills, you know. It's a pretty simple game if you really think about it, so yeah.
How are your teammates?
Where to get started?
Oh, I know. I saw your teammates' performance. It was crazy. Yes, some did really bad.
Pretty much, I would say I'm carrying the team. You know, we have people like Mikey, not the best, Lily, what can I say? And then there's me who just keeps on helping everyone overall. Is anyone going to speak or?
Alright, I'm gonna ask you some more questions. So obviously you've said who's in the team. If you had to do a tier list, who would be at the top? And don't say you, right? Who's at the top? And that's like best player to worst player. And obviously, I don't mean worst player is absolutely atrocious at the game.
Yeah.
Just the worst on the team. And like, maybe say what they could do to improve.
The best, besides me obviously, I would say it's Luke. That's by far, he's a tank, honestly, helps us the most. Then I would have to say probably between Harley and then Mikey, then Lily. That's how it goes for me.
What, so you're at the very bottom?
No, obviously I'm at the top.
So like, what do you think they could do to improve? Obviously you said Luke, he is the tank role. He is a tank IRL, you know, as well as in game. I've seen his gameplay. He knows how to glitch a game. You'll look at him and like, oh no, we're losing. Oh, never mind, we have Luke. Oh, we're winning now. But yeah, what do you think? Like, what could Lily improve on? What could Mikey improve on?
I'd say overall we could all improve on rotations, maybe map awareness, you know, just knowing where everything is, use it to our advantage obviously. Communication, again, that's still a big one. We need to communicate more, we need to be more aware on what's going on. So yeah.
I can say I have been in the room when you've had a scrim on, or even just like an actual game, and there is a little bit of communication, but there isn't much. So yeah, you could improve on that. But I like, just as like an individual player, like maybe does like Mikey, does he have like a big ego? Does he push really easily?
Yeah, definitely. His confidence is just out of this world, honestly, and it's leading to him getting killed. Honestly, it's annoying me at this point, but we're a team, so we have to keep going.
So like, how are you finding your opponents? You know, you're saying that like you're doing well, but like, was it like for into a quiz and you're losing 2-0 down, right?
Yeah.
And like you have to win your next 3 to win, but you've got a good like opponent. How would you approach it?
So, well, beforehand, obviously we have studied their strategy, so we do know what they are going to do and when they're going to do it pretty much. So obviously going into battle, we know what they do, their bad habits, all of that. And that's when we, the team, we can utilise it. And then we'll go forward and we'll take the win.
Jimmy, we haven't heard a lot from you recently. Do you have any more questions, Frank?
I know this sounds a bit like showy, but I know you're the best like player on your team right now. So how do you deal? Have you ever had doubts about yourself? Have any like people ever talked to you and like, there's some parts you need to improve on?
I wouldn't say so. I'd say I'm pretty confident overall. You know, I know where I excel and where I lack. So really, I know where I can improve on, and that's what's helping me. That's what's making me a better player. So when I do that, I'm able to basically carry the team.
I see. For the haters, there's your guy right there.
Right, let's switch topic now. We can come back to it later if we need to, but I want to ask you, Jimmy, some questions.
Ooh.
I know you're part of Valorant and they're not doing as good as what was expected at the start of the year.
I know.
What do you think's going wrong?
Definitely positional plays. Like when I'm playing with my team, I see my teammates just like they're wide and open with no coverage. People just shooting them, they die like instantly because they're not they're not like peeking corners. Like the way they play is like they got good ability usage and good like awareness of like what they should do, but it's just when they're like fighting people, they know where enemy is, but they don't know like to cover and to trade. So that's a big issue.
So if they were to fix that, you think you'd be playing a lot better and winning games?
Yeah, if they played a bit slower, like play corners and hold the side and use abilities for postman, we will definitely. Actually, we'll probably be there. Now we're here though.
Can't reach that high to see how high you go. Yeah, I know you've got really skilled players. I know you yourself, you're very good at the game. Lewis, very good at the game. Jack House, he's very good at the game.
I say Tabari's better.
I would say so as well. You know,
Yeah.
Jack House, nothing on me obviously.
Tabari played the game too. I've seen him how he plays like Brimstone controller
Yeah.
and other roles. He's like his individual plays is just like stunning.
He carries the team, is
Yeah,
what
he
you're
does.
trying to say.
Of course.
How do you find Valorant though?
You know, when I first started, I will admit it was hard, especially working as a team with people that I didn't really know. That's where we all lost games basically. So obviously, as we play more, we're able to just gel together better, and we are able to win more games.
Very good. Over to you, Alex. Got any more questions?
No, actually. And obviously you're just a really confident player. You as well, you're skilled. Maybe not as confident as him.
Yeah, not as confident as me.
Although no one can be.
MVP right there.
Probably because I'm better though, to be honest.
Yeah.
But-
I do have one question though, and it's more of a personal one.
Oh, okay.
Where, you said that you were gonna get a haircut. Where's the low taper fee?
Yeah, where's the little tape of it?
Yeah.
Let's just say I had to provide for someone. Them being my nephews.
Oh.
I had to buy some sweets if I'm being honest, and that ran into my budget for my haircut, which means I'm not able to get a haircut anymore. But today, I promise you, I'll come to school on Wednesday with a low taper fade.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
the
Look
clean line.
forward to it.
You should.
I look forward to it. Low taper fade, MVP right there.
Incoming.
Alright.
Also,
Now I know that you guys wanted to ask me some questions about Rocket League.
yeah, I see you perform very good in Rocket League, as you're like probably the leader and like the brain of your team. So
Definitely.
I know you're the good player, but how do you think your teammates do?
They are alright, I will give it that, but they don't play the game enough. Like, I think they see the game more as a chore than actually like, wanting to play it. Like, there's one who's like is just really overconfident, and then one who obviously he has more. Like, he goes outside a lot. Like, he touches grass, and like that's fair enough. But there's one, and he just always plays like different games, so it gives us no practice time. And then on a Wednesday, like as we went to warm up, they'll be outside, and it just doesn't. doesn't give us warm-up time. So I think if they just gave a bit more time, I don't think I've ever heard someone say this before, but give more time for the game, I think we'd do better. Because we did roll on the team who we played last week. Not the week before. 3-0'd them. We don't want to talk about that game because let's just say my two teammates got a little bit heated from how long the opponents were taking, and some things were said. Nothing bad, just some things were said. And so like tempers were high, but we rolled on them 3-0, you know, they got humbled basically. But yeah, I like my team. Like, we can go far if they just are willing to go that far. Me, I see myself as the IGL. I know a lot about Rocket League. I'd be able to like coach people if they wanted coaching, and this and that. Like, I know, like, if you want to know about Rocket League, you come to me. But I know how to keep them composed. If something's going wrong in the game, like one instance, we were 3-0 down, 2 minute 30 to go, you know, roughly. And I just said, like, lads, keep it in the air. And by 10 seconds, we were 4-3 up, fully controlled the game.
Oh,
So Alex, obviously you are one of the best Rocket League players of our generation. Where would you say you can improve on?
I think where I could just improve on is maybe the communications. I think it's unfortunate for me because when I lock in, I don't talk because I'm locked in. And then when I do talk, I'm not locked in, so I'm not performing as well as I could be. So if I could just improve on like being able to communicate while like I'm fully focused on the game, it'll improve my skill level like so much better, because if I'm communicating to someone, I'm not performing my best. Whereas if like I'm not communicating, I become a solo tank. Like I'm going into the battlefield, defeating them all, and hitting a victory dance basically. But that's not good for the team, because if we do come up against some really good opponents and I'm trying to 1v3, I am going to get humbled. So if I just improve communications,
Yeah.
and like just be able to like talk and play the game, so much better.
that's pretty good. So about Rocket League, Tabari, haven't you played a bit of Rocket League too yourself?
Yeah, I have. Honestly, one of the hardest games that I've played, I have to say. You know, the controls, the mechanics, all of it, I found it difficult. But after I played it for a while with the best, he was able to teach me, took me under his wing, so yeah.
One thing that like a tip for people out there is Rocket League. A lot of people don't like the game because it takes skill. You can pick up an FPS, and if you've played an FPS before, you know the concept. You're gonna get good at it really quickly. But Rocket League, there's no games like that in the world. FIFA's completely different. PES is completely different. All these VR football games are completely different to Rocket League because there's so many mechanics that you have to learn in Rocket League. Whereas FIFA, you can just do a basic run. But if you did that in Rocket League, you'd be below the gold rank.
Oh.
And you don't want to be below that gold rank, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Platinum is a stretch, but gold.
Sounds hard.
But yeah, it's been fun coaching him, you know.
Oh.
He listens, he takes all that information really well. I thought it was going to take a lot longer for him to learn Rocket League, but he's like, what rank are you setting it now? Like Diamond 2, Diamond 3?
Yeah, Diamond 2 right now, actually.
Yeah, very, very close to hitting that champ rank, and that's just like hitting champ. Hitting champ is above the average player as it stands right now in Rocket League. So with a few months of gameplay, and he's already just like he's at the level of an average player, so close to being above average. He can go places.
Thank you.
Alright. No more talking. Let's get into the fun part. Alright. Spin the wheel time. Who's gonna go first? I say with that.
Oh, so
MVP
we're all
right
doing
here.
the wheel.
Oh,
Oh no. Only MVP.
I said we all do the wheel.
Okay, we all do it.
I want to spin the
Alright,
wheel.
go on,
Okay,
Jimmy.
spin.
Start us
I'll
off.
spin. Okay.
You go first.
3, 2, 1, go. Give us
Sounds
some
like
time.
I'm in the trenches.
Give us some time.
Oh. I
Ask,
think it's missing something.
ask host question.
You're asking me.
So you know how successful we are, and we're hosting. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years time. I don't know. It's quite a tricky question because I've got so many job things in the back of my head. Either game developing, being sorry, someone in the back room has let himself known.
McDonald's.
I don't want to work with you.
Why you got expensive like that?
Yeah. No,
All right, end it then. Tabari, your time to spin the wheel.
Alright, come on.
oh my god.
Oh my!
You know,
Please.
slow that.
Wait.
Famous actor.
Yep, you gotta ask a host.
Alright,
question.
you're asking Jimmy because I'm not getting cut out like that again.
Alright, Jimmy. Obviously, you do know I've played Valorant myself.
Yeah.
Do you think 1 year from now I will be better than you with your training?
Well, you're already better than me. I say with my training.
Alright, I'm doing my wheel now.
Oh,
Excuse me. Okay. Honest opinions. After 1 year's training, you're guaranteed to either go on my same level as me or even greater than me. So way
Oh my
the
god.
distraction time with my tongue. Okay, no
Right,
more wheel
we're
time.
we're doing. Alright, I reckon we all just do it again. I think the wheel is a bit broken. I think there's something supposed to be there.
Okay.
So we'll do it again. If it. Cheers, lad. If it lands on ask host question, we'll just go for the other red option.
I agree.
So yeah,
3,
I'll
2, 1.
I'll go again,
Go.
and we'll just work in reverse order. So you'll go Tabari and then you to finalise on. And if it's gonna land on that again.
Is it?
Yo.
Ooh, right.
Oh, my days.
Unpopular food choice.
Popular food choice. Let's go with Tabari first.
Unpopular food choice. Oh, I'll have to say mushrooms.
Oh,
Honestly,
Mushroom.
top tier.
Wait, what? Mushroom.
Yes, mushrooms. Slap them on a bacon sandwich or anything like that. It's perfect.
yeah.
Trust
Right.
me.
I want to ask why we've invited him on here.
Yeah.
If we're not playing Mario, stop trying to be Mario. You're not gonna grow by eating your mushrooms.
Excuse me.
You know where they belong? In the bin.
Yo.
In the
Tabari,
bin.
I'm not trying to be rude. We know you have a mushroom hairstyle.
Oh
but-
hell no!
yeah,
way.
we don't go into mushroom. Okay, Alex, what goes to your food?
So personally, I think
McDonald's.
again, stop bringing up your workplace. I think it's gonna really annoy some people out there, I reckon, but mangoes.
What does that say?
Unpopular.
Unpopular food choices.
I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone go into a supermarket, right, and gone, "Oh, I fancy a scran on a mango."
Yo.
I've never once gone downstairs and
I-
gone, "Oh, I fancy a mango."
I like mangoes.
Same. I love
I
mango.
love
Yeah, but you
mangoes.
like mushrooms, so your opinion and just look. There's a wall here now.
Yeah.
I can't hear you through it. Right? Yeah, mango. They are alright. You know, in a drink, like that's fair enough. But I've never once heard someone or seen anyone go, "Oh, I fancy a mango." Right. Anyways, to you, Jimmy.
Unpopular food choices. I have to say onions. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa.
I really dislike onions. I know a lot of people there definitely won't pick up onions and be like, I love this. What's your opinions on onions?
I must say though,
Lovely.
You look.
that it depends how it is. If you've got a fried onion, beautiful. But if you're just eating a raw onion, you know, you need to be checked out by someone because I it's like just have an apple,
Half an apple.
have a banana.
Have a banana.
Why are we chewing into raw onions? I want to know who just randomly picked up an onion one day and went and then thought, oh yeah, that's quite good. Right, anyways, we'll do 2 more spins.
I say, thank you for coming tomorrow.
2 more spins!
So,
Have a nice one. We'll see you next time.
We're doing 2 more spins. He's trying to rush off home.
I wanna go home.
We'll miss out the quiz.
Are you guys entertained? Type in the chat.
Oh. This wheel is very tired.
Yeah, we need to get a new wheel for sure.
Ooh. Okay, this is a good one.
Best video game.
Right, so we'll start with Tabari again.
Now let's switch up. Let's go.
yeah, let's start with Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, and one rule, you can't say the game that you play, like, right now in British Esports.
Best video game. Gotta be Roblox Jailbreak.
Oh my
days.
goodness.
That game just brings back childhood. When I was a child on that game, robbing banks. It's not. I don't promote this, but just robbing banks and robbing the donut store. It's just the best thing ever. And I get to buy cars too. I got Bugattis and Lamborghinis. I'm basically living life there.
That game was very unique, you know. You'd escape a very easy to escape prison. I must say, the amount of prison escapes that has had, they should have like increased security or something. But yeah, like going to the volcano,
Yeah.
you grab a car.
Well, you played it too?
Yeah, you grab a
Oh.
weapon. You go to a bank. You rob the bank. You go to the friendly donut shop. Rob some money from there. Return to the volcano. Like hand in your money. And you just living life. But then I must say, like, a lot of people went for the prison, but like being the police, that was fun as well. You know,
Yeah.
just intercepting the prisoners. It was very easy. You know,
Yeah.
if you knew all the metas like me, because I must say I was a little nerd on Roblox back then. I think I must have had like the most arrests on that game. I like, quick taser him. Boom, arrested. He's in prison.
Pretty cool. What's your favourite game?
Oh, I have plenty, but obviously I'll just say one
Yeah,
because
just say one. It's gonna go
I
all
can
day
only
long.
say one, and we want like I don't want this podcast too long, and we want to go home,
How long?
obviously.
How long is it over?
Way too long.
Not way too long. Right. Whew.
Do we get paid for overtime?
Hopefully. I reckon Black Ops 2. You know, it was a game I played when I was growing up. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been playing that game when I was growing up because it's an 18 plus game and I think I was like the age of 6. But it's a good game, right? The zombies were good, you know. I knew everything on Transit. Like, I knew the Easter egg. I didn't have to take the bus. I knew a lot of people didn't want to run in the fog, but I knew how to run in that fog. As well, town, I'd always just do the Easter egg on that. That was hard. I won't say that.
Yeah.
Sounds
good.
The multiplayer as well. That was a wonderful game. Like, the sniping was good. The gunplay was good. No, this was before the sweats era. Era. No one was slide cancelling. There was a dolphin dive mechanic.
Yeah.
But it weren't sweaty. It was a game that you could pick up and have fun instantly. Whereas like the Call of Duties now, you can pick the game up. You'll have one good game, and then you're playing cheaters, really sweaty players, and it just don't bring that energy spark. Is what the old CODs have done. Anyways, what is your favourite game?
Yeah, what's your favourite game to borrow?
Oh yeah, it's Tabari.
Obsolete, you know.
It's that
You're
wall.
forgetting about me.
It's that wall.
He's an MVP. He's supposed to be there.
Yeah, I put a wall here.
Greatest video of all time. I would say Terraria. Honestly, people might compare Minecraft, but everything you want, that game has. Honestly, it's just overall the best.
I get where you're coming from, because Minecraft you only have, what is it, 3 bosses? 2
Exactly.
bosses?
Yeah, it's shocking. Honestly,
Whereas like Terraria, you fight some massive eyeball within like the first like 5 days of being alive on that.
exactly.
Like, I have played that, and I actually forgot about that before I mentioned Call of Duty.
Oh,
I reckon I probably would have mentioned that if I was thinking about it, because it's so unique, that game, and it's always getting updates. Minecraft,
it's lacking.
old Minecraft, that was like, they'd bring like a revolutionary update out. Like when they added the new boss, and then they said, oh yeah, we'll be adding new bosses soon. And it was like, what?
What?
And like, but Terraria, they've just
Yeah.
always been consistent in their updates. They've always
Exactly.
they're always just on top.
Always.
Like Minecraft is better for building 3D objects,
Yeah.
but Terraria is better for
Just
surviving and building a civilization.
Yeah,
You know, you can like hire people, whereas on Minecraft you've got villagers and they just walk around going.
Yeah, I agree. Terraria's pretty good game.
Anyways, one more spin.
One more spin.
it's up to me now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so up to the MVP. Come on.
Oh, that was very good.
Right, we'll go in again.
Stream ended. Goodbye.
Oh, I really wanted that
What's
one.
it?
Football
Football.
memory.
Football memory.
Right.
Like childhood memory.
Have you ever been to a game? Like, what? I mentioned football to you in a conversation. What comes to mind?
Comes to mind. Football. England World Cup.
Yeah, I don't want to remember that. But like, why do you remember that so much?
I was just watching, you know, like, I was sad they didn't make it. They had, like, every year they make it far, but they just like, they'll push, and I'm always like, please win on the TV. I just hope they win a World Cup. That's what I'm hoping for.
Ooh.
I like this country, and I really want their team to win.
The question: how do you think they'll do in the Euros this June? A big competition. Last Euros they finished in the finals but got knocked out to Italy. We won't talk about that game because I do have an opinion that we was cheated out of that game.
Yeah.
But obviously that's in the past now. You can't do anything about it now. How do you think they'll do this Euros?
I say they're gonna win.
And they're gonna bring it home.
They're gonna bring it home. They're actually gonna bring it home.
Hopefully.
Right, I'll go last because mine is not gonna. I'm gonna keep it short, but I have a lot of memories in football because my life consists of football. But
It's gonna be
Is it
my
the
life.
bar?
I'll do a more recent one actually. I'll do Sheffield United versus Brentford. Believe it or not, that was the first ever game I've been to in person. So, you know, the atmosphere was crazy. and we actually won the game, which was just
A good game to
Good game.
go to.
exactly.
Because I can think back to yesterday, 5-0.
Shocking.
Think back to the other home game. Oh, that was 5-0. Oh, and what did the cup game finish? Oh, 5-2.
Okay, we don't think that. Okay,
Right.
your
I think
your memory.
my favourite memory is Sheffield United versus Blackburn Rovers last season to get us to Wembley. The atmosphere, it was immense. Everyone was singing. You know, sometimes at the United ground, not everyone is singing, and the atmosphere can sometimes be dampened down. But everyone was singing. The atmosphere was great. The Blackburn fans, they were great. It was what a football game should have been. And when that Tommy Doyle finished in the 87th minute to win us. Oh my god! I think I fell like 8 seats forward. Like I was all over the place. I was over the moon. Like I think if you would have checked my heartbeat, you would have thought I was having a heart attack. But yeah, like that was just my favourite because I'd never been to Wembley before with Sheffield United. Like my favourite team, supported them my whole life. But never been to Wembley. It was we lost, but it was just really good.
See. I think it's about time we end the podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thanks for
coming.
Thank you for joining the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Hope to see you here again soon.
Yeah, you will.
If we see you bottom on leaderboard, no chances. But hope
guys,
you perform well and hope you come back.
Yeah. We will keep you guys updated on how he is getting on. So if he does fail,
What?
but yeah, thank you for watching the community podcast. Hope to see you again here another time. But yeah, this is the roundup over. Thank you for being my co-host.
Yeah, you better pay me overtime.
And see you all in another one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.